everybody! We're driving again. How cool is this? I love it. Alright, I don't know what I'm going to talk about. I just thought that today's a good day because I'm leaving work a little early. Thought I would just talk to you guys for a little bit. I take for granted sometimes that you guys have watched all of my videos. This may be the first video of mine that you're seeing. So, I always like to recap a little bit and tell everybody what I'm all about. My name is Andy. I'm 32 years old, and about 5 months ago I had vertical sleeve gastrectomy surgery, which is a procedure where they remove 80% of my stomach, leaving it stapled into a little sleeve or a tube. Not the same as RNY, not the same as lap band, but very different, and has been very effective for me, as I started at 328 pounds. I'm now down to, this morning, grand total of weight loss, 123 pounds? 123 pounds. I'm at 205 pounds. I'm 5 pounds away from Wonderland, and I'm 20 pounds away from my goal weight of 185. And again, just a couple of days past the 5-month anniversary of my surgery. I had the surgery on November the 26th, 2008. So, right now, a big concern for those of you who are thinking about having surgery is the swine flu in Mexico. So I imagine a lot of the doctors are probably starting to hurt a little bit in their business because people are afraid to travel right now, and I don't blame anybody for not wanting to go to Mexico right now. But there again, I saw on Dr. Hoya's website, the doctor that I used in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico, that there have been no reported cases in Puerto Vallarta, so it is quite possible you would have no problems. But I'm certainly not advising anybody to go to Mexico, so that's a choice that you have to make. I do have a friend of mine who is scheduled to have her surgery in June, and the swine flu has not deterred her one bit. I did see on the news today that there was a reported case of swine flu in LaGrange, Georgia. As many of you know, I'm in Atlanta, Georgia, so that is not good news. But hopefully this thing will somehow get under control or run its course or whatever it is that it does, and then we'll be through with this and on to the next pandemic or epidemic or whatever is coming along next. So, got that out of the way. You know, I was thinking back today about advice that I can give people who are thinking about having the surgery. And everybody wants to know what it's like on the other side. And again, I take for granted people don't go back and watch every video that I've done in succession of how I made them and all of the information I've already given in some of the previous videos. So I'm going to kind of rehash some of the things that I feel like people want to know, the things that I wanted to know when I was searching around for videos. And I just don't want to talk about me, although I do hope you enjoyed my trampoline videos. Those of you who watch them, I'm starting to share more personally with you. Trampoline, Six Flags, you know, who knows, the summer is young. We'll maybe see me in a pool before long, or surfing, or bungee diving, or diving, bungee jumping, or diving before it's all over with. Who knows, we might go on an exotic vacation. I know you're going to see me camping. I'm going to do a camping video at some point because we are definitely going to go camping. I'm so excited, ready to go. Anyway, so some of the things that I was thinking about today, before and after. Before, I could eat almost an entire large pizza by myself and not think twice about it. After, I certainly can't do that. I can barely eat the toppings off of one, maybe even 2 pieces, much less even think about eating the bread. So that's different. But now, there's a time period. It's hard to explain, and until you've gone through it, you might not even understand it, even from me trying to explain it. What is it like to have the surgery? What do you feel like? And all of that stuff. Those questions are kind of really hard to answer because it's just a very awkward feeling after surgery for at least like a month. Because that first month, you're getting adjusted to what full feels like, be what you can and can't eat, see what's a normal bite or what's a normal chewing time, and see just like your feeling of being stuffed, your when you've overdone it. You know, all those things, it takes a while to get used to. So those are the things you really have to be aware of when you go into this surgery. Is it's not like a one and done deal. It's not like you go in for surgery on Wednesday and on Thursday miraculously you can eat anything you want, but you just won't be able to eat a lot of it. You know, I think it takes till about the 6-week period before you're really cleared for quote unquote anything. Although even still at 6 weeks out, things are very, you know, you take it very slow because full comes very quickly. As time has progressed, I have noticed that I can eat more normally. In other words, what is normal? For me, I can eat more normally. For me, I know how much I can eat. I know how big of a bite to take. I know what I can swallow at one mouthful and things like that. So you just start getting used to eating like this. And other people might notice that you don't eat as much as regular folks, non-surgically altered people. But at the same time, you just get used to it. And that's the best part about the surgery, is before long, you're just used to the way you are. And you lose weight on top of that. You know, one key ingredient to your success of weight loss, especially after the surgery, is drinking a little H2O. You always have to have some of that with you, although you cannot drink it 30 minutes before or 30 minutes after you consume food. And before surgery, that thought was just unconceivable to me, that I would not be able to drink while I eat. And I did not believe people when they said, I don't even miss it anymore, I don't even get a drink, I don't even think about it. I don't. I mean, I don't get a drink at lunch, I don't get a drink when we go out to eat. I may order water just so I don't look like a freak or whatever. But rarely do I drink while I'm at mealtime. I don't know if it's because I can't or it's just habit now. I mean, I've tried to take some sips while eating, and there is like an uncomfortable feeling there. I don't know how to explain it other than it's just kind of like a type of thing. I hope that explained it. But, you know, after a while, it's normal. After a while, it's just normal. It's just the way you are. So don't sweat it, especially those of you who are early in your planning stages. Those are things that are just going to come natural. It's just an adjustment period that now, looking back, I barely even remember going through it. I would like to say that is the most difficult part of the surgery, is the 2-week pre-op diet for me. Other doctors require different pre-op regimens, but ours was 2-week liquid diet only. So we had protein shakes, Jello, sugar-free pops, things like that. So that was the most difficult part of the surgery to me, was the 2 weeks before and kind of the 1 month adjustment afterwards. But after all that was said and done, things were cool. So, you know, just some random thoughts again today, kind of catching people up on the status of where I'm at. And if this is your first video seeing me, maybe you want to go back and catch some of my earlier ones. I certainly was more sad and depressed in the first videos, but now I'm kind of moving on. So it's good seeing you guys again, and we'll do another update soon.